Guys, it's Justin with Independence, Missouri Emergency Preparedness Division, coming to you this time from my phone and as the Storm Spotter team lead. I was asked to give a little intro into what the Storm Spotters are and why I think our group is important. I feel like weather is something that happens every single day. Some days it's great, some days, like a couple days ago, it was super stormy, but those types of things can really impact our community. If you've been a volunteer with us for quite a while, you may have noticed our efforts during the big windstorm we had about 5 or 6 years ago and what kind of devastation that left here in the city of Independence. We've also been on some adventures with Oak Grove and the tornado they experienced, heading out there and helping them out. But at the end of the day, the Storm Spotters are information gatherers. That's what we do. We observe the weather, whether it be on radar, like you can see here on the screen, or out in person, or both. But our job is to get the information that we're seeing and observing to the EOC so that command staff can better make educated decisions on what our next steps will be during an operation, or if we need to start an operation if it's severe enough. That information can also be fed to places like National Weather Service and nearby EOCs so that they know what's going on here that may impact them in the coming minutes to hours down the road. So all of the information gets passed back and forth, and sometimes, we may have our information picked up by the broadcasters that you see on TV in the area. They also have access to National Weather Service chat, the same as emergency managers and NWS staff do. So I have seen them read a report straight off of NWS chat, say, hey, here's an update from the Independence, Missouri Emergency Management Agency. So our information that we're collecting just in our little neck of the woods does more than just help Independence. And working together with these other agencies, we can really make a big impact. Whether that be just from how to or when to sound sirens, or when it comes back to recovering money based on the evidence that we saw that led to our decisions for sending people out, and then turning over to damage assessment and saying, like, here's the areas that we need to focus on. There's a variety of different things that the Storm Spotters kind of roll into and play a part of. That's not to put us above anybody by any means. That's just like all of our teams. We all work together, doing our parts to improve the greater whole. So I think that anybody that's been interested in weather, or maybe is looking for something else to do, especially if you're willing to go out and maybe be out in the storms, but you don't have to be. If you are interested in that kind of thing and helping with the information, and are good with maybe a little bit of stress and a little bit of high-paced back and forth, either through messages or Voxer or ham radio, this is probably a good group for you. We can take a lot of information and make it really impactful really quick. So yeah, hit me up anytime. My ham radio call sign is KD0WNE. That's Kilo Delta 0 Whiskey November Echo. You can hit me up in Slack. You can call me or text me, 816-263-2161, or you can email me either at twistedskieschaseteam@gmail.com or justin.t.gann, that's GANN, @gmail.com. Any of those ways, let me know if you want to be a part of the team, or if you know maybe somebody that's not a part of our organization that maybe this would be their into Independence, Missouri Emergency Preparedness. But I'd love to talk with anybody. I've got a lot of resources and training that I'm starting to make available digitally so that we can continue operations through COVID and even after. So be on the lookout for that stuff, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a good one. Take care.